Hello everyone and welcome to yet another edition of This is Showbiz. I'm Butch Francisco with...
Ana Pingol.
May delay Okay. Ana, ito again. Excited ako sa episode natin kasi makakasama natin ngayon ang isa sa pinakamagandang muka nung dekada 90. Okay. Parang maganda pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. Parang walang nagbago.
Wala.
Mga kaibigan, nasa San Francisco ba?
Yep.
Okay. Ito imported pa to. Mga kaibigan, na-miss nyo siya, Miss Beth Tamayo.
Hey, hey! Hello!
Hello.
Hi, Anna P. How are you guys?
Okay naman, surviving.
I know. Yan ang ating goal ata for 2020 to survive and to thrive at least, diba? Kamusta naman?
Mabuti naman ka ba? Ikaw, teka, tanungin ko muna, saan ka ba sa San Francisco?
So I live in Redwood City now, which is probably 20 minutes away from San Francisco Airport. And I moved here because I work at a company in Menlo Park. So nagda-drive ako ng mga, before, I used to drive probably like 12-15 minutes to go to work. Pwede nga akong tumakbo sa trabaho. I can actually run 8 miles. One way. One way to sa office.
Yeah.
Sorry. Lumipat ka na ng work.
Yes, because before, remember nakita pa tayo sa New York. I lived in New York for probably 7 years. And then I was moved to San Francisco here by the same company. Minove nila ako noong 2016. Sabi ko, okay lang. I mean, it's a new city, West Coast. Although I always say East Coast is the best coast. Pero parang hindi yata ganun ang usually na sinasabi ng mga tao. West Coast is the best coast. But yeah, so I've been living here in San Francisco since 2016.
Only yung taon na yun. Sorry.
20? 4 years.
Almost 4 years, yeah. 4 years.
4 plus 7, 11
Tagal
years.
na. I've been out of the country for like 11 years.
Oh my God.
Wala na ako sa Pinas for 11 years. Although umuwi ako isang beses, 2011 for my mom's birthday. Sinurprise ko si mami sa birthday niya. And then since then, di pa ako nakadalaw.
Beth, paano binibigkas ng mga Amerikanong pangalan? Yung apelyido mo?
Tamayo. Para siyang mayonnaise. Tamayo. So I have to correct them even before they say, so Elizabeth, because I use my full name. Although I always tell people to call me Beth. Kasi feeling ko yung Elizabeth or Liz is kind of like, parang matanda sa pandinig ko yun eh. I don't want to be called Liz. I said, just call me Beth. So, Beth Tamayo. Oh, it's Tamayo. People would, sometimes sa telepono, if I call and then I give them my last name, I have to spell it pa. T as in Tom, A as in Apple, M as in Mary, A as in Apple. So, kailangan i-spell mo pa because madalas nangyayari akala nila tamago. Like the Japanese thing. And sometimes people would ask me na, where are you from? Is your last name Japanese? I was like, no. So they always say that I don't look Filipino kasi. Kaya aside from yung apelido ko, kumbaga, nalilito sila. Tapos hindi rin ako mukhang Pinoy. So.
Wala ba tumatawag siyang Betchay?
Wala eh. Wala.
Dito Betchay ka. Dito
Betchay. Or yung isang nickname pa with an L-O-G. Beth L-O-G. Parang gusto pang sabi ni Ana.
Tumawag sa inyo dito?
Ha? Oo.
Tumawag sa inyo dito?
Mas gusto mo dyan sa Sanpo compared to New York?
I love New York. I will always love New York. I think it's always fun. Kasi mabilis talaga sa New York. It's a rat race in New York, you know. And I guess tayong Pinoy, kung unang sinalta ka or like from Manila, dumiretso ka ng New York, okay lang makaka-adjust ka eh. Kasi sanay tayo na sa Pilipinas, di ba, yung like ka nagmamadali or whatever or something. May traffic, pero malapit na ako dyan or something. Sa San Francisco or in California, you have to drive. Everywhere.
Lahat
Because
malayo.
in New York before, it's very convenient. I didn't have a car. Hindi mo kailangan ng sasakyan sa New York because there's all sort of transportation. You have the subway, you have a 24-hour bus, you have the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad, which is almost 24 hours as well. Dito, kailangan pag lumabas ka, like me and my fiance, if we'd go out to dinner or may party, kailangan pa namin sinong designated driver? Sinong iinom? Sinong hindi iinom? Sa New York, hindi mo kailangan ng ganun eh. Kahit magpakalasing ka, okay lang because you'll be able to get home. May Uber na rin, of course. But it's just that it's easier. Pero I guess, ang New York nakapagod na rin ng slight. Dumating din ako siguro sa point na parang nakakapagod na ng konti. So when I moved here, it was different. It was a little slow yung unang taong ko dito. Sabi ko, oh my God, I'm so bored. Kailangan kong bumiyahe sa New York. I mean, I visit my friends at least 4 times a year just to visit them. Tsaka para lang, magkaroon ulit ng color ang buhay ko. Pero when I started running, doon ko naman na-realize na okay dito sa San Francisco because the weather is perfect. You can actually train for whatever, like for me, if I'm training for races, you can train all year round because the weather's great. Hindi masyadong mainit, hindi masyadong malamig, yung sakto lang ng slide, all year round, ganon. So, I think I always say na people pay so much for the weather here in San Francisco.
Pero ang mahal ng housing.
Sobra. Sabi ko nga parang I moved from one expensive city to another expensive city because New York is not cheap. I used to live in a small, studio. Malaking studio na yun, not even in downtown Manhattan. I was in Forest Hills in Queens, and yet I'm paying a lot. Dito, so San Francisco, ganun din. Halos doble o triple ang babayaran mo. But I guess you get more square footage here in San Francisco than in New York. Yun ang feeling ko.
Ano yung nasa kitchen ka ba?
Yan ang dream kitchen ko. Kunwari kitchen ko yan.
Okay. So, teka muna, yung...
Ang ganda, di ba?
Gulat nga ako. Teka, ano yung mga pinaghirapan mo muna bago ka nakarating? Parang in-stock ito sa Facebook eh. Para ba you work in a company, Sequoia Estate?
So now I work at Sequoia Capital, which is a venture capital firm. So prior to that, when I first moved to New York, 2009, meron pa may tail pa ng recession of 2008. So it was so hard to get a job. Kahit na may bachelor's degree ako, even for a nanny job, mag-aalaga ka na lang ng bata, kailangan mo ng bachelor's degree. Okay. And then people would still, alam mo yung, yung parang, and at that time, alam mo yung magsisinungaling ka na lang ng slide, ginawa kong referral or reference yung mga barkada or mga kaibigan namin sa New York na who had families already. Kuya, lalagay ko yung pangalan nyo sa resume ko kasi tatawag sila na, inalagaan niyo yung anak ko or whatever. So I started as a babysitter for their Colombian family. So 2 kids, dalawang bata. Anaya and Ariana. I could still remember their names. I will never forget their names. They were 2 years old and 6 years old at that time. So I bring them to school. Yung panganay, si Anaya, si Ariana, we'll just go to the stroller, punta kami ng Central Park or wherever. It's funny because there's a lot of Filipinos in the parks. Central Park, Madison Square Park.
Kahit saan dyan.
Yung makikilala ka na.
Yun na nga eh.
So at that time...
Di ba akala anak mo?
No. Akala nila, ang magaling ako sa ganyan eh. Tawag dito, syempre parang kainan ng pride, di ba? Kasi people know that you're an artista back home. And then parang, babysitter ka lang or whatever. Wag ka. Ang mga babysitters sa Manhattan, mga naka-Louis Vuitton, naka-Chanel because they work for like the Park Avenue people, Fifth Avenue, yung mga mayayaman talaga sa New York. So, mga sosyalera din sila. Buti na lang kamo, ang bag na dala ko nung nagpunta ako ng Central Park, Balenciaga. So, dala dinala ko yung bagets na 2 years old, si Diana, and then before they could even say something, sabi niya, Beth, alaga mo, yung parang magsasabi na alaga mo. So, pamangkin ko. Kasi kamukha ko siya eh. Papasok siya, pwede siyang pumasok na kamukha ko, na pamangkin ko.
Kasi
Kasi
Colombian. Kasi Miss Lisa.
Oo. And then, kasi ang, like Spanish for auntie is titi. I mean, it's not the word that we use in Manila. Pero it's like, buti na lang yung bagay, sabi niya, titi, can you get me whatever? So alam nila. And a lot of Filipinos know a lot of Spanish also.
Hinambalos mo ng Balenciaga bag mo.
Oo, sabi ko, sige na, bye! Parang gano'n. And then after that, nagkahera pa ako sa Victoria's Secrets. I remember ang Victoria's Secrets every June and December, actually June, July, and December, they always have this like semi-annual sale, diba? So they hire more people kasi sobrang dami namimili and whatever. So nag-double job ako. I was babysitting daytime, and then I'll take like an evening one, like an evening shift from 6 o'clock to closing sa Victoria's Secrets. Ang hirap sa retail. It's so hard.
May quota ba?
No. Actually, so I do kahera, and at the same time, parang ano yung jack of all trades, aside from manning the cashier, people can ask you to like fold. Alam mo, na-appreciate ko yung, kasi before, di ba tayo pag namimili, when we see sizes, tapos ilalagay na lang natin yun, ay, hindi ko to size. Dahil iniisa-isa namin yun. Alam mo yun, yung parang, tapos ikaw guguluhin mo lang yan. And then yung mga hanger, di ba, ginaganon yung hanger para lang pantay-pantay silang lahat. So all these things, it's actually a very humbling experience. It is a very humbling experience. And then I think one time, may mga flight attendants from Philippine Airlines who had a stopover in New York and went to Victoria's Secrets. So sabi niya, Beth, can we take a picture with you? And then the manager behind me, they were like, why are they asking a picture of you? Or whatever is this, you can't do it here. You have to go outside the store. And then I think one of the Filipinos said, oh, she's an actress back in the Philippines. Okay. If you want to take pictures, just do it outside. So we did it outside. Ito pa yung one of the biggest Victoria's Secrets in Herald Square, so 34th Street and Broadway. So it's their pinakamalaking store sa New York. So I go, oh my gosh. And then I landed an office job in Wall Street. That's where I started with my admin work na. So I started as a office manager, as nag-reception, and then I'm an executive assistant for a venture capital firm. So yun. Mahirap sa umpisa, pero alam mo mga Pinoy, basta masipag ka lang, okay naman eh.
Pero pag natutulog ka sa bago ka matulog, hindi ka naiiyak dahil sa naging sitwasyon mo nun?
Ay, naku, day. Oo naman. So, sobrang dami ko nang naiyak. On that note, iinom na lang muna ako ng wine. And then, nakakaiyak because you're not used to it. It's not your comfort zone. Yung parang galing ka sa, oh my God, may driver ka, may bodyguard ka, may cook, iba pa ang, yung mga kasambahay natin sa bahay. And then, all of a sudden, you do everything on your own. Again, it's a humbling experience, but it's also na parang, deserve ko ba to? Do I really want this? Or whatever. Tapos at that time, between me and my ex-husband, kami ni Johnny, parang, you can't really see the end of the tunnel eh. Alam mo yung sitwasyon ko at that time, hindi ko talaga alam kung saan ako pupunta. Parang, sige, ito yung vision for now. Magtatrabaho na lang muna ako just so I could keep myself busy, so I can earn a little bit money also. Kasi nakikitira lang ako sa best friend ko eh. And she's not asking me to pay for rent or share whatever. Minsan, sabihin ko na lang, ako na lang mag-grocery for next week or something like that. I was very lucky that, my best friend helped me when I was starting in New York. And then I met so many good friends. Kumbaga from her, nag-grow na sa kung sino man yung network ko sa New York. Lahat ng mga naging kaibigan ko sa New York. So, mahirap. But sabi ko nga, it's okay. I can say na, I'm strong. I can pretty much handle whatever it is that goes my way. Diba?
So, ngayon ba, itatanong ko lang, pag nananaginip ka ba, ano na ang setting? Pilipinas o Amerika?
Actually, both.
Talaga?
Oo.
Ibig
Actually,
sabihin, hindi ka ba masyadong adjusted kung meron ka pang Filipino setting na panaginip?
ang Filipino setting na dreams ko or panagin ko, yung usually pamilya ko. May
Ah,
pamangkin,
adjusted ka na rin.
oo, sila daddy, yung mga people I hold dear in my heart na sana nandito rin sila with me, magkakasama kami, reunion or something like that. Or me going back to Manila, nagbakasyon. So yun, yung mga beach, di ba?
Kasi ang sabi nila, kapag ka daw ang panaginip ng Amerika na, adjusted ka na completely.
Hmm. But that's good to know. First time ko lang narinig yan. Pero yun nga, siguro nandun lang ako sa mga pamilya, kaibigan, and tourism. Tourism talaga no?
Namin gusto mo ba? Umarte.
Okay lang. Paminsan, I mean, it's fine. Pwede na akong pwede nang hindi na mag-artista. You know? Sabi ko nga, parang marunong din ng Diyos when I moved here and then I had a job. And it's a stable one. Kasi sa atin ngayon, like, with ABS shutting down and COVID and all these things, maraming walang trabaho. And it's really scary. It's really, really scary. Because even Juday, I talk to her all the time. We were texting each other, no? They just opened 2 Angry Dobos when COVID happened. So alam mo yung parang siya mismo na her status in life, Julian Santos ka na and all. I mean, but even her, she would have this feeling of uncertainty, natatakot, na parang we don't know what's gonna happen, di ba? Hanggang kailan to maging ganito? Hindi ka naman pwedeng sabi niya parang we don't know what's gonna happen with work. Buti na lang kamo ngayon, ultimo trabaho. Ultimo yung mga ini-endorse nila, pwede nang pang Instagram. Di ba? You can shoot it at home.
In spite of that, si Juday, walang ginawa kundi mag-prepare ng food packs para sa mga biktima ng kalamidad.
Exactly.
Yung parang iba pa rin ang taong iniisip nila.
Yeah, para sa ospital, sa mga frontliners natin, pag may kalamidad, exactly. It's still other people pa din. But knowing her kasi, it's not just herself. She thinks about a lot of people. Maraming tao. Super. So, minsan may mga, like, I think, what's that? I'm sorry, what was that? Ano yun?
Then you go ahead.
Yung
work mo yan, work from home.
So, I'm very lucky na I'm able to work from home. So, since March, first week of March, up to now, it's been like, 7 months or so, that I've been working from home. I mean, computer lang naman kailangan din namin, cellphone and whatnot. So I'm an executive assistant. So I take care of heavy calendar scheduling. Parang ikaw, Tito Botch, kung kailangan mo ng alalay, parang ako yung alalay mo. On an executive level nga.
Ang mahal mo?
On an executive level nga. So parang all in one na kami. Parang we make our partners, our investors' life easier. They can't really, they can function without us, but it's so hard to function without us. So we're the ones who takes care of them from going from point A to point B seamlessly. So travel arrangement, heavy calendar, scheduling for meetings and all these things. So actually, it's so funny. Like even during this pandemic, parang mas humectic pa nga. Mas naging busy yung mga sinusupport ko. Just because they're only at home eh. So yung meeting nila, sunod na because they don't travel or whatever. So even them, they're like getting zoomed out. Napapagod na rin sila. So that's what I do. Good thing I can just work from home or anywhere basta may Wi-Fi lang. My fiance is the same, so he works for Google. Actually, on Google, mas nauna sila na nag-shelter in place. Sila parang mga end of February or middle of February. Kami March pa eh. Parang first week of March pa kami nag-start talaga mag-work from home. And looking at what's happening, Google's not going back to the office until probably June of next year. Kami din, ganun. Parang nagbigay na
Google.
Yeah, so he works at one of the projects for Google, which is Google Express, yung shopping, sa shopping department ng Google. He's been with the company for 6 years. Is it 6 years? Yeah, a little bit over 6 years. And then, yun, parang ano na nga eh, too much time together. Alam mo yun, yung parang, yung,
Are you complaining?
oh yes. Oh yes. I usually...
Marinig ka sana.
Oh, alam naman niya yun, Tito Butch.
Medyo
even oh, now you're moving, Anapi. Don't worry, hindi ka na naghang. No, alam mo, Tito Butch, minsan sa kanya na rin nanggagaling.
Ako yata ang naghang.
Na, you can go for a vacation for 2 weeks. You wanna go visit your sister in Long Beach, California? Go drive down there for 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, sure. Totally. I will do that. Ay nako, ganun din ako sa kanya. Wala ka bang bakasyon? Don't you want to meet up with your boys, with your friends, or whatever? Vegas is open. Binuksan na nila ulit ang Las Vegas. Or something, you know? Parang, I mean, good thing we moved to a house because we used to be in an apartment, in a 1-bedroom apartment. So, ang hirap, wala kami masyadong location. Alam mo yun, yung designated area. So now we have 2 bedrooms, we have a backyard, we have a porch. Meron kami medyo, yung kitchen namin is actually detached from the living room. So may kanya-kanya na kaming destinations at saka lugar na parang hindi kami masyadong nagkikita. Kasi
anong food ang niluluto nyo?
Actually, so yesterday we had pasta. Today we just ordered pizza. Usually pag Friday, order in. At least twice a week we order in. Sabi nga namin parang yun na lang din yung rest day for us in cooking. Actually, more me. Hindi naman siya nagluluto. But also in helping small businesses. You know, the food industry to still be afloat. So nag-order kami pag Wednesday and Friday. Friday is usually pizza day. So we ordered pizza earlier. Yan ang aming tradisyon. But
yung luto mo mismo, yung anong niluluto?
Ako,
Filipino food.
kaya lang nagsinigang kami kasi medyo lumalamig na. So sinigang, giniling. I don't know if you know what's giniling.
Ano man yung...
Yes. He likes adobo. He likes adobo, chicken adobo. And then mahilig din. Tomorrow magtutusino kami. Pag Saturday gusto namin yung mga Filipino tosilog, meron kaming daing. Although ako lang yata kumakain ng daing. Hindi naman siya mabangus eh. So sa kanya na yung tosino, sa akin na lang yung bangus. Mga ganun. Kare-kare. Hindi siya kumakain ng kare-kare. Nawi-weirdo talaga. Most white people would not eat kare-kare kasi feeling nila parang, why are you eating peanut butter? Or it's like a stew with peanut butter. Hindi nila maintindihan yung kare-kare. Tsaka yung bagoong, my God. Hindi ka nila papatawarin kapag microwave mo yung bagoong. Kasi yung buong bahay, amoy bagoong. Actually, if I make munggo, sabi mo, pag nag-gisa ka ng munggo, di ba? Maglagay ka ng patis, fish sauce, ng slime. Ay, bubuksan niya lahat ng bintana. At saka meron kaming electric fan, lahat na ng exhaust na kaya kasi magdaamoy niya na yung patis, gigil na yan. Sabi niya, are you making that one again with fish sauce? Sabi niya, kasi gusto ko ng munggo eh. Sabi niya, can you just make it outside? Sabi ko, it's the same thing. Sa labas o sa loob, pareho din naman siya.
Bahay naman na magre-reklamo.
Sabi, kapitbahay ko. Pag nag-ihaw ka nga ng liempo sa likod, parang may sunog eh. Kasi grabe yung taba, 'di ba? When you try to grill. Kaya yun ang joke natin dito sa San Francisco, 'di ba, sa Daly City. It's always foggy in Daly City. Sabi nila
Smog na yun.
kasi lahat ng mga Pinoy sabay-sabay nagsasaing or nag-iihaw. It's either nagsasaing sila or nag-iihaw.
Wait, Beth, kwentuhan mo naman kami ng love story niyo ni Adam.
Kami ni Adam. So I had a boyfriend in New York for the ex-boyfriend. We were together for like what, 6, 7 years, probably like 6 years, almost 7 years. I moved here. Nung nag-move ako dito, hindi naman siya sumunod. Although it was okay. Parang at first, sige, I understand. But the plan was, after a couple of months, he's gonna move. And he didn't move. Ang hirap eh. So parang masyado ko naawa sa sarili ko at that time. Hindi man naawa, pero I moved by myself. Alam mo, wala akong katulong. I'm in a new city. Dumating yung truck ko from New York kasi my company actually, my work moved all of my stuff. So we had like a moving company bring all of my stuff from New York here. So alam mo, I had 38 boxes. Na binuksan ko, ako nag-pack, ako nag-unpack and all these things. And then nag-order ako ng sofa or, just arranging everything at home na ikaw mag-isa, na wala kang katulong at all. Parang sabi ko. And then all this time when I moved, ako pa yung dumalo sa New York ng mga 3 beses. Instead of siya dumalo sa akin. It's all about work. Siguro yung yung priorities lang niya is more of like, because he was also younger. He's like 6, 7, no, he was 7 years younger than I am. Gets. So, alam mo yun, ang I guess priority niya is like more his company because he had a startup company at that time. He was one of the co-founders and CEO. So, alam mo yun, yung focus talaga niya nasa trabaho lang. And at that time, parang Diyos ko, patanda na ako. Hindi ako mag-aalaga ng bagets or whatever. I needed somebody who can, at least take care of me, or not take care of me, but at least just like share a life with me. And then we were introduced, so we had friends who works at Google as well. So they were just like, oh, I know a friend of a friend or whatever. So it's not really a blind date, but I guess we were both invited to a party. And then I met him there. Chika, ganyan. Okay naman. He was like, I'm 2 years, I'm still older. Kakaloka, di ba? Walang kasing edad ko. O mas matanda sa akin na manliligaw sa akin.
Bata ka kasi.
Thank you. So I'm 2 years older, at least hindi 7, 2 years lang. So we met and then, exchanged numbers and then we went out on a date. And then I guess from there, yung friendship niya became like parang, it became a relationship na rin in the end. Since then, we've been together since, what ba? Parang March of, wala kasi kami anniversary. From March of 2017, something like that. And then he proposed last year, October 13. Yeah. Nung nagtumakbo ako ng Chicago Marathon, he proposed right after I finished the race. So, naka-anniversary na kami ng 1 year na engaged. Nakakatawa kasi people were like asking us, so ano nangyari sa plano nyo? Because of COVID. I was like, buti na lang kamo. We haven't made any plans yet. Kasi we had friends na they made a deposit in a hotel already. Yung may mga, may mga, ang dami ng plans, di ba? Meron na silang supplier for flowers, nagbigay ng down payment sa location, nagbigay na ng down payment sa banda. So lahat ng plano nila was like moved to like next year also. Sabi ko, buti na lang, wala kaming ganun kasi ang stressful kaya. And for me, I was telling Adam, even when he proposed, plus after that, I sat down with him and talked na, sabi ko, you know what, this is my second marriage, my second wedding. And he knows that. Sabi ko, I've had a big wedding before. And I don't think I want a big one. Kasi I've been there, done that eh. Sabi ko, sayang lang pera. Alam mo yun, yung parang, it's really just for, like, sabi ko sa kanya, I don't know with you, but if you have like, kasi first time mong ikakasal, baka kasi may lalaki na gusto grande yung kasal because this is their first time. Kasi usually babae yung may gusto na grande.
Hindi, nagka-question. Di ba kasi dyan, ang gumagasta sa kasal, babae?
Exactly. Exactly.
Ayaw mo na naman aking kasal.
Yeah. No. I had a coworker I had a coworker, actually one of the guys that I used to support in my old company, yung napangasawa niya half Filipino. And then he asked me, sabi niya, Beth, I have a question. Kasi ano to parang he's Jewish, no? He was like, is it true that in Filipino culture, ang taya, whoever it is that's gonna pay for the wedding is the man? So, of course! Kayo talaga, sa ko, I know it's different. If you want, you can actually split it. No, but I told Adam, if it was really for me, I wanted to be like small, like with just my immediate family. Same thing with his family, mom, dad, brother, sister. And then, like simple lang. Sabi ko, we can always just go down to the city hall. And then after that, we'll text everybody, we're having a party at home. Punta kayo. Whoever makes it, then that's it. We just elope if that's okay with you. And he's actually fine with it. Sabi niya, that's totally fine with me. Like his parents won't mind kasi well, panganay siya. Two of the other siblings got married also. And then they had the church wedding and all these kind of things. So parang, alam mo yun, uso na rin naman ngayon yung mag-elope. Mas small wedding na lang. Or if you really wanna make it, sa kanya, mag-destination wedding na lang. Pero buti nga wala kaming plano pa.
Sa Pilipinas lang naman uso yung sobrang ingrande, di ba?
Yung mga 20 ang ano mo, di ba 20 yung principal sponsors mo?
Meron din naman dyan, pero mas practical ang mga tao ngayon. Tsaka ngayon, usually naghahati na rin eh.
Yeah. Naghahati na rin talaga sila. I think yun na yung bago ngayon. Because I had friends who got married also. They split it. Kasi parang hindi
Si Ada
din
parang
matapit.
mabait.
Mabait.
Ang mabait si Ada.
What's that?
Teka, with conviction ba yung sinasabi mong mabait?
Mabait. Mabait. Actually, ako yung maldita. Ako talaga yung maldita. Puting-puti. Hutchinson eh. Midwest. Taga-Iowa. Sa land
Hindi
of
naman
horns.
redneck.
Hindi.
Tama. Sorry.
Hindi na una kong chinek. Hindi yung una kong chinek. Hindi naman. Hindi. But, it's funny. Like, si Adam comes from a family. They're still very conservative. Yung brother niya, tsaka yung isang sister niya, they still live in Iowa. Siya lang among the family yung umalis talaga ng... Kasi, he comes from a small town. It's called Mediapolis. It's not Minneapolis. It's like Mediapolis. Sabi niya, when we first dated or like when we got to know each other, sabi ko, where are you from? I said, my family's from Iowa, from a small town. Sabi ko, how small? Really small. Like 1,500 ang population. Akala ko nagbibiro siya. Ginugol ko. True enough, 1,500 nga lang.
So, tatatlo stoplight.
Oo, mas marami pa akong Instagram followers kaysa sa population ng Iowa nila. And so, alam mo yun, yung parang sabi ko, oh my gosh, really? And went there, 18, talagang cornfields left and right. And there's really not much people. Alam mo yun, walang masyadong diversity, puro puti, walang Asian, walang African American, no other people of color except for white. Now, for me, at first, parang sabi ko, parang hindi ko yata gusto yung wala masyadong diversity. Kasi baka, baka kasi sobrang conservative nila and I'm Filipino, baka kasi iniisip ko when I was like, if it's my first time to meet the family, baka racist sila or something. But they were super duper nice. Super duper nice. They actually drove from Iowa to Chicago when I ran the marathon last year, when Adam proposed. And then they met my friends. Na-meet nila yung mga barkada ko from New York. Oh my God, they love each other. Alam mo yun, nagkasundo sila ng bonggang-bongga. Which is actually great. Kasi si Adam lang talaga yung humiwalay. Siya yung parang, I don't want to live here. I don't want to be in the Midwest. I don't want to be in Iowa. Siya lang talaga dun sa family nila yung parang, I'm gonna get out of my shell, see the world, go to a different city, go to a different state or whatever or something like that. I mean, kung hindi ba naman conservative to si Adam or whatever, he never had a passport until he met me.
Teka, wala ka bang balak na bitin siya pagkatapos sa Pilipinas pagkatapos ng pandemya?
I really want to. That's the plan.
Gusto ba niya?
Gusto niya. He wants to. Kasi nung nakita niya yung video ng what's this, ng tourism natin, yung It's More Fun in the Philippines, looking at all the beaches. Sabi niya, oh my God, this is beautiful. Sabi ko, I know. We really have nice beaches back home. So, alam mo yun, like, yeah, kasi may mga Midwest, di ba, na conservative na they love America so much that, you know, they're okay here. They don't need to visit other countries. Na parang, why do we need a passport? And he was not like that, but I guess wala lang chance or whatever. So I was the one who was like, you better get a passport. You better go, like, you have to go somewhere. So yung first trip niya was when I ran London Marathon. So nag-London kami. From London, we went to Marrakesh, we went to Morocco, nag-Sahara Desert kami. So ang saya. Parang sabi niya, ay, ganito pala mag-travel.
Laki pala ng mundo.
Exactly. Hindi lang Amerika. Parang meron pang ibang bansa bukod sa
Maswerte siya kasi hindi niya kailangan ng visa kahit saan.
Exactly. Buti na lang din nag-US citizen na ako kasi hindi ko na
Di ba?
kailangan.
Pwede ka magpunta kahit saan.
Ako ba
Dati, Diyos ko, I remember when Juday asked me to follow them in New Zealand. Ngani ako nagmamadali akong kumuha ng visa ng New Zealand. Kasi, you know, the turnover might not make it. Nung sinabi ni Juday na, oh, punta ka ng New Zealand, sumama ka, makita tayo. Sabi ko, okay. Kailangan ba ng visa doon? I think so. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, kailangan pala ng visa. And good thing the turnaround was not like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Para mga 4 days lang yata. So, which is actually good. But yun nga, I'm happy to have a blue passport. Kasi anywhere, I can just go. As in, if anyone wants to, punta ka dito, go! I'll be there. Alam mo yun? Yung andali-dali na.
Kung nung nag-ano ka, nung nag-off-taking ka, hindi ka naman naiyak.
Alam mo na, naiyak ako. Also, yung oath-taking ko was January 19 of 2017. Was it 2017? 2017, January 19. January 20, nung in-inaugurate naman si Trump maging presidente. So, yung certificate ko, Obama pa. Sabi ko, yes! Si Obama pa nakasali sa certificate ko. But yeah, magkasunod kami.
So, diba? So, minemorize mo lahat ng lahat ng Amerika, yung mga questions.
Exactly. Pero wag mo akong bigyan ng pop quiz, Tito Butcha.
Hindi ko rin alam.
For sure. I'm sure nakalimutan ko na siya.
Kaya nawala si Ana.
I know. Siguro, ang kanyang signal was very...
Well, welcome to the Philippines.
I know.
Hindi ko sakali, si Adam, saan mo dadalhin sa yung beaches? Saan mo balak? Aside from the beaches, saan mo balak dalhin?
Siguro, like Tagaytay, yung mga driving distance lang na 1 hour and a half or something, but then it's still nice to go there. Diba? Yung mga driving distance lang. Daling ko siya sa Pagudpod. Well, because the Tamayos
driving distance, malayo.
Malayo yun. Because the Tamayos are from Lawag, Ilocos Norte. So, it'd be nice to like go down there, meet like great-great-grandmother who are still like alive. And then go drive to Pagudpod. Cebu for sure, because my mom's roots are from Cebu. So, both from my family, Cebu, and then sa Ilocos Norte, that's for sure. Beaches, I will not bring him to Boracay, although sige na nga, dadali natin siya sa Boracay bilang malinis na naman siya now. At saka, you know, the Philippines is actually known for it. But maraming beaches na pwede puntahan eh. Sobrang dami.
Marami bang Filipino celebrities kang nakakadaong pala dyan?
Dito, no. San Francisco hindi eh. Wala, parang...
LA kasi yun.
Yeah, mas
nasa
marami.
LA sila lahat.
Sila G. Tonji.
Sila G. Tonji. Si Menes.
Yes. So most of them are like really in LA. Like, yeah, Los Angeles. Yung county na yun. Not here. I think...
Mahal kasi dyan.
What's his, nag-message sa akin sa Facebook, si Dandin Ranillo.
Talaga? San Francisco sila eh.
And then who else? I think they're trying to offer like an insurance or like a policy or something. But they see, what's her name? Yung artista before na dentist din siya.
Teka na, dentist siya sino?
Vivian Foss.
Vivian Foss. Dyan na ba si Vivian?
Yes. So kasi she was mentioned on the text earlier. So you can see what Vivian and I are doing. And again, can we have like like a couple of minutes with you to just present something? So I think that's their business yata, or that's what they're busy with.
Nakita kayo ng harapan?
Hindi
pa, pero sa Zoom.
Hindi pa din. Sabi ko sa kanya, sige, we'll try to like schedule something. I think may mga shows, kasi dito maraming hindi, si Ray Kilay dati dito. Meron kasi dito yung Ichiban eh. Yung parang, it's like,
ito yung machampo.
Yeah.
Oo.
So, si Divo Buyer ba? Kalimutan ko na yung pangalan. Basta may mga stand-up comedians dito sa San Francisco because there's a couple of like mga Filipino na sa Daly City na mga pang stand-up karaoke, merong mga show. So, yun. Para mga 95, 96, 97, yun yung mga heydays ko ng slide. Madalas akong mga leading lady ng mga action star at that time, di ba?
Ano nga ba yung kay Romnick na period film?
What's that?
Ano nga ba yung period film niyo ni Romnick? Yung Kapitanero ba siya?
Damong Ligaw.
Damong Ligaw. Gusto ko yun.
The movie by Mr. Jose Maria Villana.
Oo. Ayun, favorite ko yun.
Yeah, it's actually a nice movie. Tapos kasi siya nag-Gregorio del Pilar siya, di ba? And then we did Damong Ligaw. So, yeah. Romnick days. When we were still together.
Oo nga.
When we were still together. Ayan na! Anapi! Hi! You are back!
Okay.
Nakakaloka naman yun.
Akala namin yung mga kasama ulit eh.
Ayan. Yan ang Pilipinas. Signal.
Diba? Kasi lahat ng tao siguro naka-Zoom, naka-YouTube, lahat ngayon.
Mahina talaga.
Oo nga. Alam mo, remember si Romel, a good friend of ours, Romel Gonzalez, minsan lagi niyang pinupost sa Facebook, BLDT or whatever, kung sino man yung talagang binabarage na talaga niya kasi yung signal nila sobrang sama. Asabing yan. So alam mo yung parang sabi ko, oh my God, paano nyo nga naman matatapos ng trabaho ninyo or makakapagtrabaho kayo kung ang signal ng wifi eh ligwak?
Ano na pag-usapan nyo?
Glenn Dale si Tito Boch, sabi niya hindi kami masyadong naging close. Nung nagsa-start ako nung 90s kasi nag-aaral pa siya nun sa Boston. Yun nga. So,
Teka, so Ana, medyo i-wrap up na rin kasi mahaba na rin eh.
Napagkwento niyo ba si Juday?
Ha?
Napagkwento niyo si Juday?
Ano si Juday?
Ano nangyari?
Niyo si Juday?
Kami, life itself. But the last time we were together, February 2019. Nag-Mexico kami.
Oh, yun.
So, nag-off ako for 2 weeks. So, yun yung parang advanced birthday gift niya for Ryan. Kasi 40th ni Ryan. Although birthday ni Ryan is not until April. But kasi yung favorite band ni Ryan was performing. They had like a tour. So, part of the tour is you have to be in this nice resort in Mexico. Sabi ko, who doesn't want to go to Mexico and watch a concert for 3 straight nights with your barkada and all? Sure, go. Punta kami dyan. So, kita muna kami sa LA. We spent a week in LA. No, actually, we spent a couple of days in LA first, and then another week in Mexico, and then another week in LA. Actually, pag si Juday, sinasabi ko naman sa kanya dati pa na if she has like long vacations, even if hindi pa sigurado, like yung tentative na, baka sa Vegas kami magpasko, mag-aalat na ako ng 2 linggo para sa kanya. Nire-reserve ko yung time off ko, yung paid time off ko sa kumpanya para lang sa kanya. Because, I mean, I will never know when the time will be like, spending time together or whatever. So, any chance we get na magkakasama kami, we'll do vacation, naka-reserve na kagad sa kanya. So, magte-text niya, Kabechi, ganto-ganto, paki-book na or paki-block off mo na yung calendar mo. Sige, we'll do that. So, minsan magte-text yan or magpapadala ng picture. Meron siyang glass of wine. Sabi niya, wala lang, naisip lang kita. Minsan gusto kuman siyang samahan, uminom, umaga dito, gabi doon. Hindi naman ako pwedeng uminom ng wine alas 8 ng umaga dito, diba? So, parang healthy yun, Kabechi. Ayoko uminom ng 8 o'clock in the morning.
Ang may problema.
Ano lang, yung parang minsan lang just to unwind and chika ng slide.
Nakakabit lang kasi yung pagka-solid nyo no?
In fairness.
To think na hindi siya yung una mong friend. Yung kapatid niya, di ba? Si Kuya Jeff.
Exactly. Oo. Si Kuya Jeff ang una kong naging barkada. Kasi hindi ba kami magka-close nun sa That's Entertainment. Tuesday siya, Monday ako. But then again, kasi kaedad ko si Kuya, well, hindi ko naman siya kaedad, pero mas malapit sa edad ko si Kuya Jeffrey. So kami yung may mga pocket bell pa nun, di ba? Na parang, may gimmick ang Tuesday group. May Tuesday group and Monday group. Pupunta sa Mars. Yung mga disco sa Makati. Mga ganyan. Yung mga giraffe.
Bagong-bago usapan natin.
Mars, giraffe days, jealousy, sa Quezon Avenue. Siyempre, nung kabataan mo, pag may nag-pocket bell sa'yo, may nag-beep sa'yo, go! Sige, kahit na ayaw ng nanay ko before na, sige. I would see Juday, parang hi, hello, hindi naman kami yung talagang close. Until I became part of Esperanza. Nung kinuha ako to play a role of Wawi de Guzman's wife sa Esperanza, yun na. Kahit hindi kami magka-eksena, konti lang eksena namin together, I'm more actually with Wawi at that time. Yeah, magka-chika kami. And then, hindi na kami, inseparable na kami even after tapings or minsan weekends. Tapos, nagse-celebrate na kami ng mga family occasion. Parang, anong plano natin sa Mother's Day? Alika, i-dinner na lang natin yung mga nanay natin, sabay na lang. Alam mo yun, we'll have both our families together. Pag Pasko, Christmas Day sa bahay niya, magmamas kami doon. Noche Buena sa bahay ko. Medianoche sa kanya. So alam mo, we were taking turns or whatever sa mga family holidays namin dati. And I was thinking, actually, nung umalis ako, when I left Manila, I had a hunch na I'm sure may magbabago. Kasi pag nagkahiwalay kayo, di ba, parang pag di kayo nagkita, meron talagang magbabago. Pero I don't know, for some reason, sabi niyo, wala. Hindi kami magkita ng ilang taon. And then we see each other tomorrow. Parang wala akong masyadong catch-up na kailangan gawin. Kasi parang I can just read her right away. And also the good thing about her, na parang kahit na anong busy niya, she would still find a way to reach out to you. Or i-update ka lang niya. Minsan magugulat ka. Nagpadala siya sa akin nung buntis siya kay Luna. Sabi niya, we're pregnant. We are pregnant. Lagi yan eh. Kasama ako sa triangle nila. We are pregnant. Pinadala niya ako ng picture ng sonogram nila, ng ultrasound with Luna at the time. So, alam mo yun, she always makes me feel na I'm part of her life, which is actually great. Na wala akong namimiss kasi updated naman din niya ako. Hindi man lagi-lagi, hindi daily or whatever. Minsan isang buga lang eh. Isang matinding update lang eh. Kamusta mga bagets? Minsan meron lang ako isang text sa kanya, kamusta mga bagets? Anong pinagkakaabalahan nila? Tatawag na yan. Si Luna, ito ginagawa. Si Lucho, ganito. Si Ate Johan, naku, dalaga namin, naliligaw. Yung mga tipong ganun. So, at lahat ng mga anak niya ako, ninang. Kasi parang...
Lahat? Tatlo?
Lahat silang tatlo. Yun na yung sinabi niya na lahat ng anak ko, kailangan ninang ka. Sabi ko, okay. Sabi ko, okay.
Para kayo yung soulmate na mag-best friend.
Tapos nakakatawa kasi kamukha ko ng slight si Ryan. I mean, yung hulma ng mukha or something. Kasi si Ryan before, nagbabae siya sa Itbulaga. ang sinabi niya,
Beth Tamayo.
ang peg ko si Beth Tamayo. Sabi niya doon sa makeup artist, kamukha ko nga siya. Tapos nanood ang mami ko or something. Sabi ni mami, nag-guess ka ba sa ano? Sabi ko, hindi ako yun, si Ryan yun. Kasi ultimo nanay ko, akala niya, ako yun. Tapos kailan lang, nag-post siya ng picture. Nag-post si Ryan sa Instagram ng isang picture. Nag-ride sila nila, ng mga barkada niya. Ako mismo napa-double take ako dun sa picture. Sabi ko, akala ko ako. Kasi kamukha ko talaga siya. Yung haba ng buhok, tapos nakabuhok. Sabi ko, hinanap kong bigla yung bonnet ko na gray. Kasi wala naman akong bonnet na gray. Eh dun sa picture, naka-bonnet siya na gray. Kasi para talaga kaming isang hulmahan lang. Kaya sabi ko kay Juday, kita mo naman, naghanap ka ng jowa mo, kamukha ko pa din. Oh, ano ba tayo?
Ano namimiss mo sa luto niya?
Lahat. Lahat. Lalo na yung crispy na pork chop. Kasi pag gumawa ng pork chop yan, pareho kami ni Ryan, pareho kami mababoy. Mababoy. Ano kami ba? Pork basta dinosaur. Steak, pork, hindi kami masyado maisda at saka gulay. Basta anything red meat or pork talaga. Si Ryan, favorite na yung manipis na pork chop. Tapos may taba pa. Pero i-deep fry mo yun. Tapos tanggal na lahat ng ang sarap. Lalaway ako bigla. Oo, yung para siyang bacon, pero mas makapal lang ng slice. Para siyang thick cut bacon. Tapos deep fry. Tapos may suka lang na sausawan. Naku! Ang sarap. Lahat ng mga naluto. Sarap.
Ensaymada ba, hindi mo namimiss?
Nininimulak. Ensaymada.
Sabi ko, ensaymada lang eh.
Sarap yun. Dati, ang dami kong boxes nun.
Yun ang nga gusto ko malaman. Nung araw ba Anli ang ensaymada supply mo?
Yes. Yes. True. Totoo. Hindi, mabait naman sila. Kaka-birthday lang ni Oni nung 27. Oo. Oo. Hindi ko makakalimutan. Siyempre, first boyfriend. First showbiz boyfriend. Tama. Ninimulak base.
Anong namimiss yung tao o yung ensaymada?
Ensaymada. Charos!
Kayo ni Adam, may plano naman kayo magkaroon ng kids.
Yes, we do.
Si Lily.
Yes. Magkakaroon ng kapatid si Lily. Malapit na yan.
Si Lily.
On the way.
Nasaan si Lily?
Wala.
Kilala ko si Lily. Friends kami ni Lily.
Friends ka ni Lily sa Instagram. Joke.
Marami siyang followers sa'yo.
Para si Juday naman na may aanakin sa'yo.
Exactly.
Ay, bawal yun, ha?
Ha?
Bawal yun. Magsasulay ng kandila.
Bawal ba yun?
Bawal yun.
Uy, marami akong ganun Marami akong yung...
Oy.
Although wala silang nininang pa sa akin dahil wala pa naman akong baby. But, really, I've never heard of that.
Oo daw. Yung kasabihan nagsusulian ng kandila.
Ganun ba yun?
Oo.
Ayun ba yun, napaisip ako. Okay. Kakainis naman. Walang chance.
Ba't tumanag mo lang kay Juday na pamahain ng ganun? I'm sure si Mami Carol alam yun.
Parang, I don't care. Sasabihin ni Juday, ba? Papaniwala ka sa ganun. So.
Anyway, Beth, kung matapos tong pandemic at umuwi kayo ni Adam dito, we look forward to see you in person.
Yes! I would love to have, alam mo yung just to get together the people that you know, friends. Si Ana P, lagi nasa mga okasyon ko yan dati. Pa-birthday, pa-inuman, pa-something. Nilabas ko pa yan when we were in New York, nandun sila ni Alan Diones. Sabi ko, sige, labas tayo. Si Alan D, I was working at the restaurant then, so I told them to just have dinner at the restaurant where I was working. Tapos, nilabas ko sila after nun. Romampa na kami nung gabi. And the rest is history.
Balik ko dito.
Yes! Oo. I hope to get together soon. Kailangan natin ng human interaction, yung makakabeso ka, makaka-hug ka ng slide. Miss ko na yun eh. Ngayon, puro mga elbow bump na lang eh. Oh, hi there. Hi.
Kahit nga dito, bawal yan eh.
In fairness, dito meron naman pwedeng ganyan. Tapos kaya mag-hi-hi ka na lang. Actually, we had people over for Adam's parang belated birthday. Most of his buddies, parang 3 couples lang. And alam mo yun, yung ngayon pag nag-text na for like invitations, parang what's the comfort level of people? Parang, so nag-gather kami sa labas. Kasi medyo mas ang tawag doon, scattered kayo pag nasa
Yung
here kesa pag nasa dining room. So, ganun na lang. So, hopefully, all of us will get to see each other, embrace each other, beso-beso, diba? It was great seeing you guys. Anna, thank you so much. Tito Butch, maraming salamat.
our pleasure.
Kami natulog mo. So,
No, it's fine. It's fine. Ito na yata ang pinakamabilis na 5 minutes na makeup ko.
drama ka na uli.
Yes, babalik na ako sa pajama ko. Walang biro.
Beth,
Sige.
You're very welcome. Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Good night. Good night kasi gabi na dyan. Okay.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.